Happy Friday evening, kiddo. My day. Let me just say that I promised you some videos and life exploded. Like really. And then we had a hurricane and work has been crazy. And these aren't excuses. I'm just updating you on what's been going on. So, today was no exception. like I know I'm also supposed to do a video on the friend zone, and I'm undecided. Like, I'm still writing everything that I want to say because I don't want to leave anything out because it's really important. It's an important video. But today, I just have to share my story because I was sitting on the floor building cardboard scratcher haunted houses for my cats. And Pumpkin had just finished her treats because she digs them out of her treat tree with her little paw and eats them. Kala hates the treat dispenser and won't deal with it, but Pumpkin loves the thing. So anyway, I'm sitting there and I'm putting together these things, and then all of a sudden I hear this crunch, crunch, crunch. Pumpkin is underneath my desk, and she has something hanging out of her mouth. And I said, God, I'm exhausted. I said those famous last words at about 1 o'clock in the morning. Pumpkin, what have you got in your mouth? Never say that. Because just like a little toddler, the cat just like bolted. But she didn't get far. She got far enough to like try to swallow the thing, but she just sort of stopped in the middle of the floor. And then she started gagging. I'm like, oh, please don't be choking. Please don't be choking. It's the middle of the night. There's no vets open except for like the crappy emergency one across town. So anyway, she she finally like stops choking. So I'm not worried that she's going to turn blue or anything. But obviously she swallowed a piece of plastic. You know those like it's not like cellophane, but it's like a plastic wrapper they put around pill bottles and lipsticks and crap like that. And it has the little perforated strip that you pull off. Okay, so that's what she got a hold of was the little pull off strip. I know because that has to be the only thing there because I just opened a couple of those things. So anyway, um so she ate a piece of it like about that long. 3 inches? Yeah, something like that. It's hard for me to show you on the phone. And forgive me for being reclined, but I am exhausted. Um so anyway, like I worried about her like half the night and I couldn't sleep because I know that plastic in cats can cause obstructions. And if they have an obstruction, then you have to have surgery to have it removed because they can't pass everything like dogs do. I mean, they pass some weird stuff. So, I mean, it could pass. But anyway, so that was 1 o'clock in the morning until about 5 or 6 when I finally just passed out. And then I woke up at I want to say 8:30, something like that. Anyway, and since it was early, I and the vet was open, I called the vet. And they're like, "Well, we have no appointments today, but we can put you on our squeeze in list or whatever, and hopefully we can see you like in between appointments. So if you show up at 10, hopefully we'll be able to see you." Perfect, great. So I get breakfast and I get dressed, I put the cat in the carrier and I take the cat over there, and I get there like right at 10, and I don't have to wait longer than like 15, 20 minutes or whatever. I guess their appointment finished. That was at 10 o'clock. And so we get in there, and she gives her a very, very thorough examination. She's not showing any signs of pain. She doesn't have any weird lumps or bumps in her abdomen. She doesn't have any tenderness, no soreness. She's hydrated. She's acting normal. She's eating. She's doing all of the pumpkin things that Pumpkin does. But she did eat a piece of plastic. So they gave me the option of not giving her an x ray or giving her an x ray. But they said since it only happened at 1 o'clock in the morning, like it's not far along enough in her system probably to cause problems like that would warrant the x-ray and the surgery. So what they did was they prescribed her laxatone syrup. I don't know if you've ever had an experience with this with your pets, but okay, laxatone syrup is basically like tuna flavored molasses. It is so thick and so sticky, like nasty sticky. Ugh, I don't envy Pumpkin. But she's supposed to take 5 mils of this twice a day in a little kitty syringe. Not with a needle, but like with an open end so I can squirt it in her mouth. Like amoxicillin and like liquids, I can just, put in a little bit and she goes and she eats it. This stuff, no. I got her home and I opened her carrier, like zipped it open just a little. I know I did that to my mouth, but like the point was to just have her poke her head out so that I could get a hold of her and put the stuff in her mouth. Because I can't. I keep dropping my camera because my arm's so tired. But like the point was to get it so she could get her face out and not her arms because she has this habit of like clawing the shit out of me and biting me and stuff when I try to give her medicine and apply stuff. But so she sticks her head out of the bag and I try to squirt it in her mouth and she hates it, hates it, hates it, hates it, hates it. So she gets it all over her mouth. And if you can imagine thick white cat fur with molasses in it, thick, syrupy, sugary shit all in her mouth fur. She looked like she stuck her face in like a turd pie and just smeared it all over. Anyway, so that was disgusting. And they said, okay, well, if she won't put it in her mouth, you can put it on her paw, and she'll lick it off because cats, it triggers the grooming response. Now, this is like hairball remedy stuff. It's supposed to help cats pass stuff or make them throw it up. Either way, up or down plastic, pick a direction. But, like, 5 mils is like 2 or 3 inches of syringe full of molasses. And if she's got just a little bit, she barely got like 1.5 mils, but it's all over her face. So I'm like, okay, I'll try the paw thing. And I put it on her paw, and then she bolts. And as she's running, she like shakes her paw to get the stuff off her paw. And so molasses goes flying everywhere, all over the room we're in, all over me, all over Kala, who happened to get too close for her own good. And then she ran to the kitchen and got it all over the kitchen. Bah! Pumpkin! Ugh. Okay, so now I'm covered in cat hair and tuna flavored molasses, and Kala has it on her fur, and she's running from me because she's scared, so I can't help her wash it off. So Kala's eating the medicine, and Pumpkin manages to lick the medicine off her paws, but she doesn't get it all off her face. I have to wash her face later. But anyway, so like, husband is sleeping in because he worked late last night, and he worked all week, and he's been dying in the heat. And I'm like, in the other room covered in slop and cat hair, and I got cats everywhere tracking it all over the place, and I'm just like, that's how my day started. All of that was before 11 a.m. And that's how my day started today. It's currently 10 p.m., 10:30, something like that, headed for that. I was going to film some videos, but my office, yeah, I can't put the lights where they need to be to film, so if I filmed, it would be lousy light. I have one light pointed at me right now, which is why you can see me. I did edit a video for my other channel, and I'm filming this to upload to this channel. But like, guys, like, this is like my normal life every single day, okay? So I don't want to hear this. If you don't have human kids, you don't want you don't know what kids are like, because of cats. And cats are like kids. And just when you think you're not going to have to clean up after their nastiness, they do stuff like that. Oh, and by the way, I was also covered in blood because I don't. How can you see that? Dude, that's one of the scratches. She like skinned me, and she was like cranky cat. And she's like, "I'll be back for the rest later, mommy." Jerk. So that's my Friday. Happy Friday the 13th, kiddos. And I love you, and I'll see you next time.